Welcome back. Today's video is going to be a throwback Thursday on the ABH Prism palette. So if this is your first time to this channel, hi, my name's Adrika. I upload 3 times a week usually on this channel, every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, so tune in if you want to see more content from me. So this is a series inspired by Nicole Renee on YouTube. I think she does like Flashback Friday, where she goes back to older palettes and does a tutorial with them. So this is kind of like my take on it, a throwback Thursday. So I am thinking about making this a whole series where I go and kind of give reviews or reuse products that were YouTube favorites of the old times. I think this is a great way to shop your stash, to use the collection that you already do own, and have and create beautiful different looks with it. Obviously today's look is extremely dramatic because I just love this palette for dramatic looks. Like, looking at this palette, I just want to play with all of the color known to mankind. But of course, this palette is so versatile that you can literally do super duper natural looks, super duper dramatic looks like this, smoky looks, like light natural looks. Everything is possible with this palette. When this palette first came out, I did do a full in-depth review with swatches, a demo. I talked about each and every single one of the shades. It was a very in-depth review, and I will be linking it in the eye above and in the description box down below. So if you're interested in seeing a full in-depth review of this product, please check that video out, because I will not be doing that today. This is just a tutorial using this palette and trying to, help you use up your collection. So of course, as usual, everything that I use in this video and everything that is on my face will be linked in the description box down below. Unfortunately, this palette was limited edition for the holidays, but I feel like a lot of people actually did go and but I actually feel like people went out and bought this palette, so I feel like a lot of you do have this in your collection, and if not, literally this is just to inspire you to use up the palettes that you already own. If you do like anything that you see here, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click the bell notification so you won't miss any of my uploads. So if you would like to see a Throwback Thursday tutorial using the ABH Prism palette, then just keep on watching. Right down to business, I've already primed my eyes with the LA Girl Pro Primer, and I did not set it because I just don't do that anymore. Okay, so here is my Prism palette. It is a little bit beat up, but I kept it as clean as I possibly can. I still have the sticker on this bad boy, so I'm going to just peel that off right now and actually use the mirror on this. Okay, so starting off with the palette, I'm going to take the shade Lure on a Wet n Wild fluffy blending brush, and these have just as much kick up as I remember, but the pigment is also really there. I'm working that just straight into the crease, moving back and forth. I just want a wash of this to act as a transition. And I might build it up a little bit more. Actually, I will build it up a little bit more. Tapping in so slightly, making sure to tap off the excess because fallout is not minded here, but I don't particularly want it. Alright, so now I'm actually going to go into the shade Parallel with a Wet n Wild pinched crease brush. And I'm really going to focus this on the outer corners and working it into the crease. Now what I remember is that this brown was actually a bit tough to work with. It's not the smoothest brown, it's quite pigmented, and it really likes to stick where you've placed it to begin with. So with this shadow, I recommend stamping it on the outer corner first and then working it into the crease. These types of brushes are perfect for getting precision work exactly like this, because we don't want it as blown out as the shade Lure. And I'm going to build up the color as much as I would like. Now I'm going to take a bit more of Lure again, and I'm going to re-intensify on the outer edge. What I really would have preferred in this palette is a color in between Lure and Parallel that was cool toned. I feel like it would have taken this palette up a notch. Like rather than one of the gold shimmers that look almost identical, I really would have preferred like a cooler toned brown all in one palette. I know I could reach for probably like the Norvina palette and it would be a great sister palette to Prism, but I don't want to. So if I'm traveling or anything and I'm just taking one palette with me, like this is what I'll have. And you can't expect everybody to buy multiples of your palettes just to create one like cohesive full look. I just want to mention that this is like the first day in, it feels like weeks that outside has been sunny from morning to now. I think it's like noon right now, so it's been sunny the whole day and it hasn't been gloomy or cloudy. Now we're actually going to kick it up a notch, and I'm going to pick up the Obsidian Black shade in this palette. So I'm going to take that using a BH Cosmetics Studio Pro number 8 brush, just a tapered pencil type brush, and I'm tapping in just once, and I'm tapping the black onto the outer corner first, just to deposit most of the pigment there. And then I'm going to start slowly fluffing and blending that right into the outer edge of the crease and working my way in. I had some shimmer on this pencil brush before, so now there's like shimmer particles, but whatever, it's okay. This is a matte black, so when you are using this, it will come out as matte and not like shimmery like mine seems to be coming out as right now. And now tapping in once again for this eye and slowly building up the pigment. So you can see when the black blends out, it does go more of that charcoal shade, just because we only dipped in once and we're really fluffing and blending it out. But I do want it to appear a little bit more black. So I'm going in for a few more dips and really make sure to blend it in. And this is why the tapered blending brush is so perfect. It will go right in and blend all of that out, picking up just a little bit more parallel. Okay, so taking a bit of Tarte Shape Tape, I'm just going to cut my crease into a half cut crease. I am taking my regular Real Techniques detailer brush. This is like my crease cutting brush. And applying a little bit to the eye. And then of course looking up, and that is how far. I like to mention that in every single video just because, well, every single video that I do cut creases, just in case you are completely new, and that's just a great little handy dandy tip. So now the color we're going to fill in this shape with is the color Sphere. And this is just a neon yellow. Oh my god. The shadow is a bit tricky to work with just because it is neon and it has a lot of white base pigment in it, but just take your time and build it up slowly. And don't worry about crisping out those edges. You can just take a smaller brush just to get all the way up to the edge. So I'm going to take a little bit of parallel and I'm going to start buffing out the edge right here. Just a smidge. I really want the Sphere shade to be a really big and nice pop. Taking that same pencil brush and a bit more of Obsidian, a lot of the yellow got fluffed out into this outer corner, so I'm trying to bring back that depth. So now I'll be taking a really tiny detail brush using the shade Obsidian, and I'm going to sketch out the crease line. And now what you want to do is take the shade Parallel on a really tiny crease brush, because as you can see, we have a really harsh line. And then you want to start blending this over that black shade and diffusing that edge. Okay, that looks insane. I love this, like kind of like a bumblebee look. So I'm going to finish up the rest of my face, and then I'm going to come back to smoke out the lower lash line. Okay, so I just finished up practically the entirety of my face. I even did my lips. I'm testing out a different type of liquid lipstick, and it's interesting, this color combo, but I'm going to finish up the lower lash line right now. So picking up the shade Lure with the initial fluffy brush, I'm just going to fluff that right underneath the eye and really get this edge of the top eyeshadow and make sure it's really blended. So next I'm going to take the shade Parallel with my little pinched blending brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm going to really just smoke that out. I don't want this look to turn too dark, so I'm actually not going to use any black on the lower lash line. Just a bit of smoky brown. And then I'm going to take a bit of Lucid from this palette and pop that in the inner corner. Now this shade is not the creamiest, most pigmented inner corner highlight. It feels more like a topper to me than an inner corner highlight. So I'm really building this up because I don't feel like wetting my brush. Alright, so I'm just going to slap on some mascara. I don't feel like putting on eyeliner today. I haven't really been putting on liner lately, so I'm just gonna put on some mascara, zhuzh myself up, and then show you the finished look. So here is the close-up finished look of the eyes and with the whole face. I really love how this came out. Very, very cool toned, very grungy, fall, smoky, with a pop of yellow cut crease. And I really enjoy it. I really like how it came out, especially with the lip. I thought the lip was looking a little crazy with the eye look for a second, but I think it looks all put together now. So that wraps up my video, guys, on a Throwback Thursday on the ABH Prism palette. I really hope you do enjoy this little series that I'm starting on my channel to try and help you guys shop your stash, use up products that you already own. Let me know in the comment section below what palette you would like me to do next. Obviously, it has to be a palette that I already own, but please let me know down below. As usual, everything that I showcased in this video and everything else that is on my face will all be linked down below in the description box. And if you do like me and anything that you see here, please make sure to hit that big red button and subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you'll be notified every time that I do upload a new video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!